Hello everybody, it's Kim. Today I'm going to be preparing a couple of different salads for the week. In the refrigerator I already have a bunch of lettuce and spinach that I picked yesterday. What I do is, because they're kind of getting ready to bolt, I soak them in ice water for about a half hour with a little bit of vinegar in there. Make sure there's no buggies on it, stuff like that. And I have a tossed salad ready to go. I am making some potato salad. This is just in the process of cooling. And I'm going to make a broccoli salad with a broccoli I picked. Isn't that gorgeous? And I'm getting ready. You want to make that even more pretty. You get a pan of water boiling, because I'm going to blanch and shock that, and it brings out that beautiful, vibrant green color. So simple recipes, but we can mix and match during the next, 4 or 5 days. I don't keep my salads more than 4 or 5 days. I'm going to have a broccoli salad, a potato salad. I think I might make a macaroni salad in a day or two. And then we have the tossed salad, because, these are things I like to eat for lunch, something kind of light. And we can just grab them to go with something for dinner. If we want to do something simple like hot dogs and broccoli salad, that's fine with me. So anyway, I just wanted to show you what I'm up to. Right, I want to show you the magic of blanching broccoli. So I cut my broccoli into a little bit larger than bite-sized pieces. For broccoli salad, I like them a little smaller. And I also peel and chop up the stems, because I don't waste those. And you can see I have some heavily boiling water that I did salt pretty well. So what I'm going to do, let me set you up here so I can get 2 hands. I'm going to take my broccoli. I'm just going to dump it in there for just a very short time. Look at how it brings out that rich, green, beautiful color. If I go through all the hassle of growing a beautiful head of broccoli, I want to show it off to the max. Only takes a few seconds. That's it. I'm going to get it out of there. Take the water off. And over here, I have a bowl of ice water, or cold, I should say tap cold water. And I'm just going to simply use my spider here and drop my broccoli into this water. And this is just an additional step. You don't have to do it, but look at how beautiful that broccoli looks. If you're going to take it to a party or something. Ouch, 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 ouch. A little hot. Sorry, it's hot. I wanted to move it over here because I want to get all my goodies out of it. And you could cool, because it's salted, I won't reuse this water for anything else. But if I didn't salt it, I would save the water for watering plants and stuff. But I had quite a bit of salt in there. So that's it. Now look at how beautiful. Look at how beautiful green that broccoli turns out by doing this step here. The next thing I'm going to do, it's cool now, I'm just going to drain it and get ready to make my broccoli salad. Alright, since I'm doing a clean out the refrigerator type thing to use up things that have been sitting there for a while, I found a cauliflower that was starting to look a little sad. It's a little wilted and it had some of those brown spots starting, so I cut those off. I chopped that up. I'm going to find something to use that for. I might do a macaroni salad. I don't like to put so much white in it, but I might actually add that to my broccoli salad. I haven't decided yet. And I found a really sad cabbage that's starting to get dark on the side. You can just cut that off and it's fine. So I'm going to find something to use that up for this week. As you can see, I'm trying to incorporate quite a few more vegetables in our diet now that spring is finally here. So I'm going to have the broccoli salad, potato salad, some kind of cabbage, maybe coleslaw, but I like a vinaigrette-based coleslaw instead of a mayonnaise coleslaw, and something for this. The next part of this, after I get these all prepped, is going to be going out to the garden to find things like chives. Since I don't have any onions, I use chives, and anything else I can find out there to add to my salads. One little thing I grabbed, and I'll probably get some more, is this stuff. Looks like little clovers. Okay, but it has a little yellow flower. Okay, this is called wood sorrel. It tastes like lemon. It's really, really cool. So I know I have a bit growing out in the garden. This is going on my salad for lunch that I was just getting ready to do. I'm going to take my salad greens, add some of that wood sorrel. I have a couple pieces of asparagus I'm going to chop up and put in there. My lettuce and spinach that I grew. And then I'm going to use some of my chicken eggs, chop those up. I'll add a little feta cheese, some green olives, the wood sorrel, and I'm going to have me a nice salad for lunch. So that's that. And I'll show you some of the recipes as I get to them because I haven't gotten that far yet. I kind of make them up as I go. All right, let me show you something, you guys. Now, if I had showed you this originally, you would think, that's a really nice cabbage. All you have to do is peel off the outer leaves when they start getting the spots. That's what they do in the grocery stores. You know, these things were grown last year. They have to sit all winter. And as they start looking bad, they just simply peel off the stuff that looks bad. And it's as simple as, if I can show you this somehow without getting myself in the way, taking the parts you don't like, take a knife, trim them off. Now, don't fear the cabbage when it starts to look bad. There's no reason to throw it away. Look at that. From that to that. And if I had pulled that out and showed it to you in the beginning, you would have never even questioned this cabbage. So now I have a nice cleaned up cabbage. I can chop it, slice it, whatever I want to do with it to prepare for, I think I'm going to do a casserole this week, an unstuffed cabbage casserole. And I'll make a little coleslaw and use that one up. So I have, just from in my refrigerator, things that I need to use up. I have the cauliflower and that cabbage. Luckily I have a few carrots in there. Those will get chopped up. The broccoli from the garden, some old potatoes that I used, and I'm going to make up a bunch of salads for the week. And we're going to eat like wonderful. I just have to do a little something on the side, and voila, dinner's ready. Right, while doing the cabbage, I came up with 3 dishes I think I'm going to do with it. Now these are the little tougher, coarser pieces I'm going to use for a cabbage casserole. And I can do that in the Instant Pot when it's really hot out and I won't have to deal with it. And then I have the stuff that's a little more tender. It's been, easier to slice. I still have to pick out a few bigger pieces like that. But I'm going to make coleslaw and pancit. I have a video for that. I love pancit. And basically coleslaw, my cabbage casserole, and the pancit, I'll use the basic same ingredients. It's just like the seasonings and the sauces and how it's cooked that makes it different. So I think those are the 3 meals I'm going to make out of that. Coleslaw can be used as a side dish. The casserole, unstuffed cabbage casserole, and the pancit, I can share with my daughter who's gluten-free because that uses rice noodles. And I think that will be a great dish as well. So I can make this gluten-free because I could just use rice. Yeah, 2 good gluten-free meals that I can share with her. Anyway, once I actually get past the prep stage, I'll show you a little bit about how I'm going to mix them up. The first thing I'm going to complete is my potato salad. Excuse me. In this bowl, I have 4. Now, these were russet potatoes. They're not my potato of choice, but it's what I have and what I need to use. So I have 4 kind of medium baked potato sized potatoes. I boiled them in heavily salted water, put them in cold water, peeled them, as hot as my hands could tolerate, let them cool, and then I chopped them up. I also always add a boiled egg or 2, depending on how big I make it. And then, since I do not have any actual onions, I went to the garden and I picked a bunch of chives. And I think it adds a pretty color. My brother does not like celery in it. I'm making this for him. This is one of his favorite things. He likes things really kind of plain and not much in them. So I'm just doing the onion. Normally you could add like shredded carrots or chopped celery. For me, sometimes I hide a little bit of chopped celery in there, but he says it upsets his stomach. So that's the basis for that. Now my sauce, I'll set that aside for a minute. Simple. Starts out with mayonnaise, a little bit of mustard, salt and pepper, milk if you need to thin it, and this is my secret weapon. I use it for deviled eggs. I use it for macaroni salad, if you're using the creamy type. I use it for my coleslaw if I'm making a creamy coleslaw, and my potato salad. Let me tell you, it is horseradish. People always ask me what is different in mine, and they love it. And I just use a little bit of horseradish. It gives it just a little bit of zing. You know, you don't put so much that it's going to cause, you know, like somebody to burn their mouth off, but he likes his coleslaw pretty creamy, so I think this is a good, probably 3/4 cup of mayonnaise. I'm sorry, guys, I don't use recipes. I just kind of cook by feel when it comes to this stuff. And you can use any kind of mustard. I just happen to have the brown mustard. I do a mustard juice, a little squirt, pretty good size squirt, maybe, what's that, a couple teaspoons. And my salt, pepper, of course. Since I salted everything really heavy earlier, I'm not going to add a ton. He always adds extra anyway, so it doesn't matter if I put it in or not. And then some, I like fresh cracked pepper, a little bit of pepper. And then, of course, which I haven't opened it yet, so let's see if I can open it, my beautiful horseradish. And I'm going to start out with, it seems like a lot, okay? A good solid teaspoonful. And I'm going to mix it up. Now, if I was doing deviled eggs, obviously I would put the yolk in it, add a little mayonnaise, a little salt and pepper, just a little squirt of mustard, and then my horseradish to taste. And you have to taste it because you got to figure out what you like, not what I like. So let's see. Definitely needs just a little bit more horseradish. Okay, so we like it kind of, we like to know it's there but not dominate it. Because remember, potatoes are pretty bland. Your sauce you mix on them needs to be pretty decent, so. Oh, sorry guys. There. Yum, yum, yum. All right, and then once I mix it into my potatoes and let it sit for a while, I may come back. Oh, if I need to thin this down, which I don't think I'm going to right now, I could add a little milk to it. That's only if I think I need it. But for right now, I'm going to use it as is. So the next step is simply, as with every potato salad, I'm just going to mix it together. And you can use more or less dressing, how you like it. You know, like I said, I wish I could give you measurements because it's going to depend on how much potatoes you got and how creamy you like it. The potatoes do tend to absorb some of the stuff. So I'm going to mix this together and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. All right, that's it. Now, if I took this somewhere to a picnic, remember I used chives? The blossoms are edible. They taste like onion. My brother won't eat it, but I would pick off the flowers and I would just sprinkle them on top. Excuse me, I keep losing my voice today. I would sprinkle them on top and make it look really pretty, and they can always be mixed in. But that's my simple potato salad, and I'm telling you, when I go to parties, it always seems to be one of the first ones gone. And I think it's the horseradish. So let me know in the comments below. Do you use horseradish in your potato salads like I do? Or is it something that you'd like to try and let me know how it tastes? So anyway, my simple potato salad's ready to go for dinner. I like to make this early in the day because I like to let it really get creamy, as with all salads. I like to let them sit to absorb some of that, dressing that I made. And this will be part of our dinner tonight, or whatever Daryl decides he wants to eat. He will have some potato salad for the next couple of days. All right, I wanted to show you my broccoli cauliflower salad. Basically, it's equal parts, maybe a little bit more cauliflower than broccoli. I threw in some sunflower seeds, some raisins for a little bit of sweetness, some of the chives I pulled out of the garden, and then the dressing is some mayonnaise, and I probably used maybe a half a cup, third to a half a cup, and I added a tablespoon of vinegar and a couple teaspoons of sugar. And basically you just, oh, there's some bacon bits in there too. I happen to have some in the fridge. Of course, it usually calls for that, but bacon can be expensive. The real bacon bits at Walmart, you get a pack for like $1. It's like $1.50. So I just put in a couple of tablespoons of that. So that's salad number 2 for the week. All right, my friends, salad number 3. This is a taco salad. And I did this purposely because I found these tortilla chips and they were very stale. And I wanted to see if I could use them. So what I did was I put them in a pan in the air fryer for like 4 minutes. They crisped back up, and then I can use them on my salad. All of the greens and everything came straight from the garden. Leftover tortilla chips that had gone stale. Some meat and cheese. Unfortunately, I wish I had some tomatoes, but I don't. And then I make my own dressing. I just put sour cream and salsa together. So that's, I can drizzle it over top, and it's kind of easier than just putting a blob of sour cream and trying to mix it in. So I wanted you to see this is salad number 3, and I have plain salads too because I have a ton of lettuce and spinach, and I use beet greens, lettuce, spinach. I think there's a little chopped kale in there. There's some chives. I don't know, whatever else I found out in the garden. So anyway, that's number 3. So we have currently potato salad, broccoli, cauliflower salad, and any type of tossed salad. Still going to make a coleslaw, and that will get us through the entire week without having to go out and buy anything, because the rest of it's coming right out of the freezer or the pantry, and it's going to be a complete no-spend week. Anyway, I thought you might enjoy some of the updates that I have going on, and I really hope you guys have a wonderful day.